Dear students, this is chapter 5, Simple Interest. From simple interest, we will discuss two different types of questions. Question number 1 is a sum of money amounts to 20,800 Oman Riyal in 5 years and 22,700 Oman Riyal in 7 years. Then find the principal and rate of simple interest. Look on your all. Look on the question once more. A sum of money. A sum of money become 20,800 Oman Riyal in 5 years. And the same amount will become 22,700 Oman Riyal in 7 years. Then we have to find the principal amount and the rate of interest. It is very clear that the total amount after 5 years, that is 20,800, and the total amount after 7 years, that is equal 22,700. And it is very clear from the question, the interest is simple interest only. So the total amount in 5 years and the total amount in 7 years. So the difference will be 7 minus 5. That means 2 years interest. So the difference between the total amount after 7 years and the total amount after 5 years will be equal to the interest for 2 years. That means 2 into interest I. That means 2I. 2 years interest equal the total amount after 7 years minus the total amount after 5 years. It is very clear that the total amount after 7 years equal 22,700 minus the total amount after 5 years, that is 20,800. So the difference equal 1,900 Oman Riyal. So we understand that 2 years interest equal 1,900 Oman Riyal. Then what is the interest? So 2I, that is equal 1,900. So divided by 2, divided by 2. We get I equal, that means interest for 1 year or 1 year simple interest, that is equal 1900 by 2. So we get 1900 by 2, that is equal 950 Oman Riyal. So we understand that the interest for 1 year equal 950 Oman Riyal. So the interest for 2 year, that is 2 into 950. Interest for 3 year, 3 into 950. Then we can find the principal amount P. The principal amount P equal total amount A minus interest I. We know that the total amount after 5 years equal the total amount after 5 years equal 20,800 minus interest for 5 years. Interest for 1 year equal 950. So interest for 5 years equal 5 into 950 because it is simple interest. So we understand that 20,800, that is the total amount after 5 years minus 5 years interest, that is 5 into 950. So that is equal 16,050 Oman Riyal. So we understand that the principal amount equal 16,050 Oman Riyal. Now again, we have to find the rate of interest R. We know that the rate of interest R equal I by P into T, where I is the interest, P is the principal, and T is the time. We know that the interest for 1 year, that is 950, by the principal amount of P, that is 16,050, into time T. Here we are taken interest for 1 year. So that means the time taken is 1 year. T equal 1. Interest I, that means interest for 1 year, 950, by principal amount of P, 16,050, into time is exactly 1 year. So using calculator we get it is equal 5.91 percentage. So we understand that the percentage of interest equal 5.91 percentage and the principal amount equal 16,050 Oman Riyal. Again, we have one more question from this topic, that is, see, look on question number 2. Muhammad borrowed 5,000 Oman Riyal at 8 percentage and paid 1,400 Oman Riyal in interest. Then find the time to repay the loan. We know that time t equal I by P into R. I interest by P principal into R, that means rate of interest. It is very clear that it is given in the question interest I equal 1,400 Oman Riyal by the principal amount, that means the amount borrowed, that is equal 5,000 Oman Riyal, and the rate of interest, that is 8 percentage. So we will get 1,400 by 5,000 into 8 percentage, that means 8 by 100. Using calculator, we will get 3.5 years. So we understand that Muhammad has to repay this loan amount of 5,000 Oman Riyal in 3.5 years.